Hey, Egg Teacher Thoughts here, coming at you with another video. We're going to continue on with the gold mining from sand video. When I went through the sand from the Home Depot, I went through 50 pounds of it, and I only found 2 colors initially. I went back through and panned out the snuffer bottle and found a total of 6 colors, which is really not very good as far as value, so it wasn't really worth me going through that. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through my garden in an area that I'm reworking where there are lots of rocks. You can see that they're all round river rocks or rounded rocks, so we know that I am in a river delta. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and classify a bunch of this material down to 1/2 inch, and then we'll see if we can get about 2/3 of a bucket full of sand dirt mixture. We'll classify it a little bit finer, and we'll see how much gold we can get just from my garden beds and see if that's even better than the 50 pounds worth of sand that we were getting from Home Depot. So let me get to it and we'll see what we get. I'm going to go ahead and classify this the easy way, just using a screen. And there's a lot of rock here, so it's going to take a while to get a 5-gallon bucket of material. There is a bunch of mica, so that will make panning interesting. So if you watch all the way through that, don't think that I'm missing some of that gold. It's going to just be mica. I know I should be washing the rocks, but we're not going to do that because it'll make an absolute mess of this flower bed. And all we're interested in is just the 1/2 inch minus stuff. This is a sandy loam soil. Very, very little clay in this. This is all river deposited. Ooh, there's that other layer I'm trying to get to. So it's not much clay to keep anything sticking to rocks. So we're not going to worry about that too much. There's an agate there. So we do have quartz somewhere upstream. Do a little bit more. Very big rocks. There, that should be enough material. Okay. So there's our material that we're going to work with. And we'll classify this down a little bit finer. And we'll take a look and see what we get. Stay tuned. Alright, so I'm going through and classifying this material down to less than 1/4 inch. Just trying to get all my sand in one spot. Then after I do that, I'll go through and I'll wash the gravel. See if we've got any more material clinging to it. So this is just a quick, easy classification here. Get rid of all my oversize. This is just a little bit more of that screen I was using earlier. Anyway, that's how that's going. All right, it's time to go ahead and run the material. I've got it all cleaned up. I've got it classified. I've got all our screens in. Let's go ahead and start. This material is really full of mica, which is going to give a lot of sparkliness to everything we're doing. So it's going to look like there's a lot more gold, but mica will move and the gold will not. So we should be able to see that easily once we get it all cleaned up and into the pan. Yeah, it's just all kind of sparkly. All kind of sparkly. All right, so we've got that run done. So we're going to go ahead and clean up the sluice box. I've got my catch bucket down there, and we'll clean off everything and see how it goes. Everything goes into the bucket. And just in case you think that this doesn't relate to school at all, I will let you know that our science teacher at our school actually runs a lesson with his students where they're looking at, they do a research project basically. And that research project, they're looking at, I don't know if it's densities or specific gravity, but it's a research project and they're learning how to write a scientific research paper. And the material that they use for that paper is actually gold. So they actually do gold recovery in our science class as a part of one of their research papers. So yes, we do actually deal with gold in our school. So this is not too far of a stretch. It's just I'm not the science teacher. The science teacher is the one who does that. All right, so we've got all of our screens and our carpets in there, and I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera and I'll go ahead and clean them up, and then we'll see where we're at after that.